a personality shaped by being an athlete and a background in mainstream sports media, I found that the stories I was most interested in telling were the ones often overlooked, the ones that might not otherwise be told, the ones that show the intangible and not just the highlight reel. The Sports Council is about highlighting the great, the good, the unique, and everything in between in the Pacific Northwest sports world. I'm Jamie Council. Thanks for joining me.
You're listening to the Sports Council on 1340 ESPN, the Tri-Cities leader in sports.
Welcome to the Sports Council on 1340 ESPN, your Tri-Cities leader in sports. Well, this week we're talking Chiawana football. It's the round of 16 this weekend. We're joined by Scott Bond, head coach of Chiawana. How you guys feeling, Coach?
Oh, it's playoff time. This is what it's all about.
This is what it's all about, and we are inside because, well, the lights went out on us outside.
We went a little long tonight. So.
We went a little long, but you know what? It's all about adjusting and overcoming, right?
That's right. Got to make change the game plan, right?
Exactly. So, MCC champions, check. Last year, you guys made it to the round of 4. You know what it takes. So, what is the confidence level of this team, or what's kind of the mindset out there? It looked like you guys were, pretty relaxed but intentional.
Yeah, no, at this point in the season, week 11, if they don't know what they're doing, we've done something wrong earlier. So. It is intentional. We're just trying to fine-tune those things. Yeah, we get to this point, all 16 teams that are in the tournament are really good. So you've got to come from the first kickoff to the end. You got to be ready to play. So that's the part we're kind of pushing on them, just to be ready from the opening kickoff.
Yeah, so you guys are playing Glacier Peak on Saturday. We'll get into that, but first let's look a little bit down this season. What did you learn most about this team? Because you come in with a game plan, but as you know, you always it's a lot of adjusting and overcoming.
Sure. Yeah, no, I mean,
to go along with that theme.
Yeah, we've kind of had some injury bug that hit us early in the season on the offensive line, so we had to overcome that. A little change in quarterback, midway through. Some guys have really stepped up. Gage has done an amazing job, from that point as a linebacker and tight end. It's that point where one check of the league title, and now it's on to the next one.
Exactly. And some of those changes, that was one that I know we talked about before the season started, was that quarterback competition, the sophomore of Osterdock coming in and not quite being there when you saw him in the spring. So talk about that part of the game. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't anything that Gage did that made him not play quarterback. It was just a situation where Emmett kind of got more familiar with our system. Gage could be used in those other positions, and he's done a tremendous job in that. And so it just was a kind of a natural kind of just flip in the way it worked out for the season. And I think it made us a little better. And we showed towards the end. Yeah, that's something that I was having that conversation with somebody today. When you take a look at the MCC and the numbers and who's at the top, Chiawana, besides the best defense as a team, you have the team stats, but individual stats, you guys are so deep and spread it around where it's not about the stats for your team. How does that play into what you coach on the sidelines? Because like I said, when you take a look at the stats, there's no one person out there being like, oh, I got to go get my stats. It's the team stats for Chiawana.
Exactly. Football is the ultimate team sport. I mean, there's 11 guys out there that have to do their job. And so, if one guy's hot that game, he's going to get something. If the next game it's somebody else, that's just what you preach. And we kind of preach, you got to have one more point. A wise man used to say that you got to have one more point than they do at the end of the game. And so that's the goal. It doesn't matter who got that point. It matters that we, as a team, have one more point than the opponent.
That's a good way to look at it. And speaking of points, let's highlight a couple of those high points for you guys. And in the top 5 in scoring is Morgan Dodson. And he's not a running back. He's a kicker for you guys. He only has one touchdown. That's such an amazing stat. And maybe I just do have a soft spot for special teams, but that's also a really cool thing to see.
100%. I mean, it's nice to know that, that extra point is almost, he's been perfect. So I know we're going to knock on wood, but that's also nice that you don't really have to worry about it getting that point. When we get into scoring position, we talk about that to our quarterbacks and our guys. Hey, we have points in the red zone, so we don't need to force things. And if we force things, I get upset. But because we have Morgan is reliable, so it's nice to be able to rely on him to get those points on the board. So.
Yeah, when I talk about that, I don't want to knock on wood, so I just said he was perfect throughout regular season play. That way you're not jinxing anything. Right. And so that's my trick.
I got you. Sounds good.
And somebody else, a last name that you hear a lot of for Chiawana sports in general, but especially football, is Cissne. And that's because you guys have two of them in Tate and Cooper.
Yeah, Cissne name around here is, is hard-nosed, it's tough, and they are the epitome of that. Tate's been a great leader and a great football player for 3 years. He was defensive player of the league of the year in our league. And Cooper is just, as a sophomore, led our team in tackles last year and this year. So that's a big accomplishment, I think. But yeah, they're the heartbeat of the team, really.
Is it easier or tougher have them being brothers? Because I can see how that's a double-sided question.
Yeah, no, they will protect each other, but they are each other's worst, not enemy, but they fight like brothers, boy, let me tell you. And so, but they will protect each other. If somebody does something to one, they're going to be right there behind them to stick up. And, and they do that for the team as well, but it's that brotherly love, I guess.
Yeah, pushing each other to be better because you don't want the other to outdo, which is a good thing, in theory. Even though, it's something. It's a good and a bad thing.
Yeah.
And talk about other standouts this year in your eyes that really helped you guys get to where you are now.
Well, again, I think you can roll through the season and there's standouts all throughout. Our whole defense is solid. Brady Knowlton, Cole Holgren, you name it. Cole Gallagher at our DB, Jairo Martinez, Sawyer Somerville. Sean Rahman. Go just down the list, and everybody has made plays that have made a big impact in our game. Some of the offensive line guys have stepped up. We're starting a freshman at center because of the injuries. We've started them since the Kennewick game of A. O'Reilly. That's a big deal when you start a freshman at center, and and it's not a big deal. We don't flinch at it. So he's done a great job of stepping in there, and it helps having some of those older. Will Taylor is a senior guard that's next to him, so it helps having that senior next to him. But yeah, just go down the line, man. Guys have made plays, and that's what team's all about.
This weekend, what can you guys expect from Glacier Peak?
Hard-nosed football team. Turn on the film. They do a lot of things, the same things that we do. They got some big tight ends that they mash the ball, and got a really good quarterback. Defensively, they put pressure on you. And so it's going to be a battle. With
that, you guys play 1:00, and then there's some other games in town starting at 2, and even some around the state. Mm-hmm. There's quite a few MCC teams still in the top 16. So that probably helped prepare you for postseason play, the level of play in the MCC.
Sure. I think our league holds its own. We got some teams that play good football. I think we play good football around here, and so we play it the right way.
Keys for Saturday.
Score one more point than they do.
I like it. Score one more point than the other team does. Chiawana football playing Glacier Peak Saturday at 1:00. Again, catching up with Coach Bond. Thank you so much for your time.
All right, thank you.
When we come back, we'll hear from the Cissne brothers on the Sports Council, 1340 ESPN, your Tri-Cities leader in sports.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits that help you life better. Because being human is a full-time job.
Back just in time for Thanksgiving, it's Biscoff season at Krispy Kreme. Try our 3 festive fall donuts with sweet maple and Biscoff cookie flavor, the perfect pairing for your Thanksgiving celebrations. We're thankful for our law enforcement, EMS, and military, with 10% off every day. And don't forget, fall fundraising's in full swing. Call or stop by to schedule yours. It's fun, easy, and delicious. That's your local Krispy Kreme, 2805 Dupertail in Richland. Come in with a sweet tooth and leave with a smile.
Living in a rental shouldn't mean settling for poor-tasting tap water. With Soft Water Specialists, you can have pure, clean drinking water in your home easily and affordably. Our countertop filtration system removes impurities, improves taste, and fits perfectly in any rental space. Plus, it can produce hot or cold water. No big installations, no hassle, just fresh, crisp water. Stay healthy, stay hydrated, and love your water again. Soft Water Specialists. See why we have a 5-star rating on more than 600 Google reviews. Visit softwaterspecialist.com and love your water where you live.
This is the moment many car buyers wait all year for. The model year-end sales event is on at McCurley Chevrolet. As new Chevy models roll in, remaining 2025s need to move fast. It's the perfect time to trade in, save big, and grab a deal you won't see again till next year. These are the offers people plan around. Get here before they're gone. Experience the model year-end sales event at McCurley Chevrolet. Your way home.
If you've got a winery, brewery, or dairy, why buy industrial parts and supplies from across the country? Central Industrial Sales is your local source for supplies and equipment for the dairy, food processing, winery, and brewing industries. We specialize in custom fabrication, industrial cleaning equipment, sanitary fittings, valves, pumps, chemicals, and many other supplies. Everything's available through our website, by phone, or by dropping by our office. Call 509-375-4032 or find us at centralindustrialsales.com.
You're listening to Jamie Council on the Sports Council.
My name is Tate Cissne, and I play middle linebacker.
My name is Cooper Cissne, and I'm a sophomore, and I play running back and defensive back.
So sophomore, senior, brothers, how is it having your brother on the team, both of you guys getting good playing minutes and on the field constantly?
You know, it's pretty fun. We've kind of been pitted against each other our whole life. You know, we share a birthday, we share a lot of things, and now we get to kind of be on the same team together and go against other guys. So now it's fun. So
you guys aren't twins, but share the same birthday?
Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's your birthday?
July 23rd.
Yeah.
Okay, so you celebrate it right before the football season when you guys are making sure you're setting yourself up for success.
Yes.
And you guys have done that this year, getting ready for the round of 16 against Glacier Peak on Saturday. How have you felt about this team so far? Obviously, you guys have the MCC championship under your belt and are looking to go past the round of 16.
I feel pretty good about it. I mean, we have Glacier Peak, and I feel like we're pretty confident about them, and I feel like we should do well and move on to the next round.
Once you get to the final 16, everybody's good, so you got to come out and start fast. You know, we've been here before, so we know what it takes. We just got to go execute.
Yeah, you kind of mentioned that you guys have been here before, getting to the Final Four last year. When a heartbreaker that was, but it's an opportunity to even get to that point. So how does that play into this season when you guys are going through the reps at practice?
I think we've been there and we've gotten our heart broken a couple of years in a row now, but you got to stay hungry, right? There's one goal we've already marked. Bunch of our goals off this year, MCC title. The next one is a state title, so we got to keep that goal in mind and take it one game at a time. And as Coach Bond always says, fight for the next Monday. You know, so fight for the next film meeting, fight for the next offense, defense practice. So
yeah, fight to still be in the season where you can eat what you want.
Yeah, yeah, true. Wrestling's right around the corner.
Yeah, wrestling for you, and we talked about it before this interview that you're not wrestling this year, so you guys need a break from each other.
Yeah,
a little bit.
with that being said, this is such a special year for you guys, sharing the football field and every single week fighting for that next Monday now to be able to continue that. What does it mean? I want you guys both to answer this question, to be able to take the football field together. And this is just a really cool opportunity for you guys to do.
You know, it's pretty special. You know, you grow up with each other's best friends, and now you get to go play high school football. And not many kids can say that, you know, to have all my teammates are my brothers, but to have blood out there, you know, it's pretty special.
Yeah, it's pretty nice having him out there when I'm playing and I look down and I see my brother right there beside me. It's pretty nice knowing he's your brother and you guys are just playing together, and we have been since we were little kids.
Yeah, him picking on you when you were young.
Yeah.
It's all showing on the football field now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So talk about the competitiveness with you guys growing up. I myself grew up with 3 brothers. So, you know, everything's a competition. Was that like that in your household? Or just kind of talk about the dynamics of being not teammates, but brothers.
Everything was a competition, very competitive. I know we looked up to our older brother Riley a lot, and he's a very competitive human. So, but the car rides, there's always fights, and there's a lot of fights growing up, but it's made us closer now that we're in high school and a little more mature.
And for you being the youngest, I mean, this year is really showing out on the football field, 3rd in the MCC in tackles. What's that meant to you, just to be able to operate, having somebody come before you to show you how to operate, being at a varsity level, even though you're just a sophomore?
It's pretty good. Like, I had my 2 older brothers, and they always picked on me when I was young, and they made me better. I always looked up to them, and they made me tougher and just a better human.
So you guys are brothers by blood, but the whole Chiawana Riverhawks are brothers by the gridiron. And with Morgan Dodson holding for him, he mentioned that you guys have been basically doing that since you were 7 years old.
Yeah, Morgan's been pretty much my best friend. We played baseball, football, everything growing up. We've done it together. So, and sleepovers, going fishing together. We've pretty much done a lot of things together growing up. So he talks about the chemistry earlier, but there's a lot of chemistry there, and I ride or die with that guy. So.
And you're a senior. What's beyond Chiawana for you?
I'm not sure yet. I hopefully go play baseball somewhere. So.
And then you guys will rejoin come baseball season.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. So and you don't have to worry beyond Chiawana, because all you guys are focused on is this Saturday. And why should people come out to Edgar Brown and watch the Chiawana Riverhawks play Glacier Peak?
You know, I think high school football is a lot of people say for a student to go to a high school football game is one of the funnest things you'll ever do in high school, you know, and the community, we have a good community around here, and we love the support, man. When you look up and you see a bunch of fans, you know, like you're playing for Chiawana, you're playing for Pasco, you're playing for the whole community. So, and it makes it more fun doing that. So.
It's really fun when you're running out of the tunnel and you get a lot of like crowd noise. That makes it way more fun. And yeah, it's just the environment. It's just amazing.
Well, best of luck this weekend, and go Riverhawks.
Thank you.
The Cissne brothers of Chiawana football. When we come back, we'll catch up with Morgan Dodson. You're listening to the Sports Council on 1340 ESPN, your Tri-Cities leader in sports.
Life happens. Lucky for you, the new ICCU Central Plus checking account comes with benefits, including cell phone protection.
Wait, through my ICCU checking account?
That's right. Along with a whole lot of other benefits you might need. Because being human is a full-time job.
If you've got a winery, brewery, or dairy, why buy industrial parts and supplies from across the country? Central Industrial Sales is your local source for supplies and equipment for the dairy, food processing, winery, and brewing industries. We specialize in custom fabrication, industrial cleaning equipment, sanitary fittings, valves, pumps, chemicals, and many other supplies. Everything's available through our website, by phone, or by dropping by our office. Call 509-375-4032 or find us at centralindustrialsales.com.
Back just in time for Thanksgiving, it's Biscoff season at Krispy Kreme. Try our 3 festive fall donuts with sweet maple and Biscoff cookie flavor, the perfect pairing for your Thanksgiving celebrations. We're thankful for our law enforcement, EMS, and military, with 10% off every day. And don't forget, fall fundraising's in full swing. Call or stop by to schedule yours. It's fun, easy, and delicious. That's your local Krispy Kreme, 2805 Dupertail in Richland. Come in with a sweet tooth and leave with a smile.
This is the moment many car buyers wait all year for. The model year-end sales event is on at McCurley Chevrolet. As new Chevy models roll in, remaining 2025s need to move fast. It's the perfect time to trade in, save big, and grab a deal you won't see again till next year. These are the offers people plan around. Get here before they're gone. Experience the model year-end sales event at McCurley Chevrolet. Your way home.
Hi there, it's me, the water boy. Are you tired of water that doesn't taste or smell right? Woo! At Soft Water Specialists, we can remove contaminants and odors, leaving you with better tasting water. Your appliances will last longer, your clothes will be softer and brighter, and your skin and hair will feel incredibly clean. And right now, get 0 down and 12 months same as cash on all our water systems. To transform your water from H2O no to H2O yeah, call Soft Water Specialists today.
Listening to the Sports Council on 1340 ESPN, the Tri-Cities leader in sports.
I'm Morgan Dodson. I'm a senior, and I play kicker, tight end, and linebacker
for Chiawana football. And at this point of the season, you're in playoffs. You have an MCC championship. What's the feeling on the team right now in your eyes?
I think we're all feeling pretty good. We've all played together since we were really young, some of the juniors and younger guys too. So we all got love for each other, and I think that's helped us through some tight games too. Yeah, Chiawana is a team that, in tight games just always seems to pull out in front. And in your eyes, what's the biggest plus for this team that's really made that difference? Well, we've had a lot of success since we were freshmen, so we were kind of like we can't be the ones to lose to these guys, A couple times this year, that's what we said, and we came out in the second half and came back and ended up winning. And for you, it's a special year for you. You are headed to Montana as a kicker. Congratulations. Thank you. So how has that been, putting the recruiting process into your senior year, where you guys are headed into the round of 16 this Saturday? It's been great. It's been a little bit stressful. I kind of thought there would be more stuff happening the whole time, but I'm glad Montana picked me up, and they've been on me since the summer and always communicating and being very good to me. So I've been really appreciative of that. It's made it not very stressful. And it's probably made them happy that they have you too, seeing as you didn't miss a PAT in regular season play, I believe 42 of 42 during MCC play. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. Yep. That is impressive. Thank you. Walk me through the progression of those PATs. What's going through your mind? Talk about that you do it better than anybody in the MCC. Well, me and my boy Tate, we've been doing them since we were about 7 years old. So if there's a bad snap or anything, I always have faith in him that he's going to get it down. We've also got like 3 or 4 2-point conversions this year that he just picked it up, and I ran to the end zone and he threw a dot to me. So we have a lot of chemistry, and we've been doing it for a long time. Yeah, you are top 5 in scoring in the MCC, and you only have 1 touchdown. The rest are field goals. You have 6 of them, 6 of 8 in MCC play, 42 PATs, and then just 1 touchdown. Yep.
So a little bit different than other people's stats when it comes to the scoring leaders in the MCC.
Yes, ma'am.
Talk about it being a soccer player and also a football player. I know I joke with your dad a lot, and even in our preseason interview with Coach Bond, is he a soccer player, a football player? And your dad commenting on YouTube, he's a football player, but that contributes to being a kicker in football.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I'm definitely a football player first, and I've always been, but I'm usually one of the biggest guys on the soccer field, and that's not how I used to be, but it's pretty fun.
How's it going to be, because you are a tight end, you're on the field, and then transitioning to being a kicker purely?
I think I have been thinking about that. I think it's going to be a little boring and something I'm going to have to get used to, because I've just been on the field the whole time, but I'm hoping maybe it'll make my kicking a little better, just focusing on that one thing. But I'm super excited and happy being able to play on the field for the last time.
Yeah, so that's a future you problem. Right now, you have a big game on Saturday. What's the talk? What's the keys to the game as you guys are preparing? That's why we're inside, because the lights went out because practice went so long today.
Yes, ma'am. They got a good defense, good running back we've been preparing for, so we're just trying to do whatever we can to keep him contained and do our thing on offense and get started earlier. We haven't been starting off too hot. We've been doing good in the second half, but we're trying to put together four quarters.
What's your favorite memory of football at Chiawana thus far?
I think going to the Final Four last year was super fun, because we had to overcome a lot of things, and just being with the boys the whole time up there in the hotels, it was really fun. It was a fun experience.
So you guys know what it takes to get there.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, best of luck this weekend, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Again, Morgan Dodson, a kicker for Chiawana football. You're listening to the Sports Council on 1340 ESPN, your Tri-Cities leader in sports.
Chiawana hosting Glacier Peak 1 o'clock Saturday at Edgar Brown Stadium, and other teams in the MCC also in action on Saturday. In Sumner, Richland playing Sumner with a 2 o'clock kickoff. Also at 2 o'clock, Kennewick at home hosting Enumclaw at Lamson Stadium. Southridge at Eastside Catholic, kickoff set for 2 o'clock, and then at 3 o'clock, it's Kamayakan and Lake Stevens at Lake Stevens High School. Outside of the MCC, other Tri-Cities football teams is still in action. On Friday at 6 o'clock, Columbia Burbank playing Toledo at Kelso High School. Also at the 2B level on Saturday at 1 o'clock at Chiawana High School, Tri-Cities Prep playing Walapa Valley. And then at the 1B level, also playing in the Tri-Cities, it's Liberty Christian playing Quilcene at 3 o'clock on Saturday from Fran Risch Stadium. To see a full list of schools in the playoffs, as well as schools this side of the Cascades, go to WIAA.com. Well, that wraps up this week's show of the Sports Council. Thank you for joining me on 1340 ESPN, your Tri-Cities leader in sports. A reminder, the Sports Council happens 4 times a month, 11:30 a.m. on Thursdays. But you can listen to the show not just over the airwaves at 11:30 on Thursdays, but also on demand at 1340ESPNradio.com via podcast. Wherever you get your podcasts, just search for the Sports Council, and it's also available via YouTube. So lots of ways to listen to the Sports Council and support our local sports community. Until next time, I'm Jamie Council. Now we go back to your originally scheduled Seattle sports programming.